Now, if you guys want to learn how to put underglow accent lights on your motorcycle, stay tuned and you'll have your motorcycle looking sick AF like this. Bam! Now, while you're doing this, if you decide to go on this endeavor, please be very careful because it's one of the very few times where I actually do work on my bike with the battery hooked up. So, I unhooked the battery and whatnot to take the gas tank off just because I didn't want to accidentally bump something, short something out, explode, you know, all those things. They just didn't sound very fun at the time. If you're into that, I'm not judging, but please be very careful. So I've got this test light, and what I'm going to do with this is right here. This piece connects to underneath my gas tank. This piece connects to the speedometer. It makes the turn signal indicator show that my directionals are on, that my high beam's on, and it makes the speedometer illuminate when all the time. What I want to do is take the positive and negative wires from that light strip and marry them with one of these wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook the ground of the test light to the engine. Simple enough. This piece is going to tell me which one of these wires is hot. A light's going to go on in here. Oh wait, I got to turn the key on. That's hot all the time. There's another thing that you want to be mindful of if you're going to do this kind of thing, like just mod your bike for fun or whatever, is depending on your wiring schematic, I would encourage you to get like a Haynes manual or whatever it is that applies to motorcycles. I have one for my bike, and it shows you the complete wiring diagram. That thing is your friend. Because when it comes to electronics, you need to have a map. You need to have an idea of what's going on, an idea of what's going where, and where what things are coded a certain way for a certain reason. Red usually means power all the time. So when you're doing this, obviously I can't wire straight to the battery because then those lights would be on all the time and it would drain my battery. So what I've got to do is figure out a source that I can wire the lights into that will turn on only when the key is turned on. So that one we know is going to be hot all the time. Well, unless the key's turned off, then it's off. So I need to wire my power into that. My negative, however, I need to figure out where I'm going to put my negative. So I need to, ooh, that's hot, and that's hot. Okay, these two are my power options. And then I know that one of them will become hot when I turn the left directional on. When I turn the right directional on. Okay, so it's that one. So these top two I know that I can't use for a ground because they're power. So you're kind of deductive reasoning at this point. So I know that this is a power, I know that's a power, and those two are powers. So now I got my high beam. Ah, there's my high beam. Let's see if I turn it off. Yep, that's my high beam. So my ground wires could be that wire and that wire. But you want to turn it around, and let's go ahead and take the key out since we're not doing anything else like that. So I know that one is a blue wire, and then I've got a black with a white stripe. I'm going to guess that the black with a white stripe is a negative, but that's kind of stupid. Don't guess. So I'm going to run and I'm going to grab my wiring schematic and make sure that I'm right because I don't want to be wrong. Wiring schematic, I know that this is very intimidating and confusing for a lot of people, and it still is a touch for me as well. So let me break this down a little bit for you. This is the connector that we were just probing with. So I got my neutral light indicator, my turn signal, my headlight, my right turn signal, and my speedometer light. So it looks like the black with white, as I said, is the negative, because if I follow that all the way, it brings me to the battery. 99% of the time, a black wire or black with white stripe wire is going to be a negative. So something that would be a good idea to wire my headlights into would be the headlight or the speedometer light. Those can be my power. So from this, it looks like a gray or a yellow would be my power wires, and the black with white stripe is going to be my negative. Let's take a look and see if that's what we're getting on the test light. Say we said yellow and gray are my power wires, like my constant power wires. So there's an orange, there's a gray, and oh, the yellow is in the center. Yellow is the headlight. Oh, maybe it was the high beam. What is that? That's the orange. Oh, it's in neutral. My bike's in neutral. That's the neutral indicating light. It was supposed to be an orange and a blue wire, and that's an orange wire. So the blue wire over here is a negative, I guess. But down here, this is a constant. This is a gray. What was the gray? The gray is this speedometer light. So to me, that is probably my best bet to use as my red light or my my power source. I'm gonna wire it up, and we'll see if I'm a moron or not. Disconnected the battery again since I'm starting to mess with the wiring and whatnot. I did want to show you guys this though. What I've decided to do is, as I said, I was going to wire it into this piece here. But if you can pull these prongs out if you use like a paper clip, or this has a really nice point on it, so I'm using this. But my negative wire right here, I'm going to push this guy in there to release that pin. Ow. I'm going to release that pin. I'm gonna release that pin. Why do you make me look stupid? Come on. Oh, that should be it. Yes! Aha! So you can take... I'm totally dorky. It's okay. You can take that connector and pull the main prong. Where are you? How do I get you in the... There. I'm sorry, that's shitty video quality. The sun went away. We're in Georgia, and the weather changes every 2 seconds. So I pulled this from inside the connector. I'm going to wrap this negative around it. No, this is not really like the best, most professional way, and there's probably a lot of guys who do like wiring that hate me right now, but let's be honest, it's kind of home video anyway. So boom, that should do it. Get that guy back in there, and now yeah, I'm not a moron. Cool. I feel like it needs more oomph though. Maybe it'll look cooler when it's nighttime. We'll see. I might put another strip here and then on the other side. It came with 4. But yeah. To do this, more than likely you're going to need to remove your gas tank. I, for some reason, just like to find projects where you have to remove the gas tank, because it gives me an opportunity to do this number here. I'm going to put a card in the right-hand corner so that you can click the link and watch another video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you learned a little bit of something out of that. Work on your own bike or your own car. The more and more you're going to fall in love with it and take care of it. It truly just becomes your baby, your thing. So I encourage you guys to get out there and get a little dirty. Like this video, share this video, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe. Leave me a comment if you'd like on anything that you want to see in the future. Thank you guys again, and I will see you next week. Stay safe.